So Fire Polar Queen is the one of the best dealer in this Mystic raid. Hello, I'm Storyteller. I remember, so you don't have to. Well, as you know, new raid, Mystic raid is released. When I just starting this Myth raid, I cursed in Comtus because it was too difficult. But after, when I'm familiar with this boss pattern, yeah, she was not that hard, honestly. As you can see, my best record is within the 7 minutes. This is the end content, but you can clear it just within the 7 minutes. Today, let me make some guide video of the Abyss Rose Asylum. Yeah. Sadly, yeah, I'm a businessman, so I can make it within the first clear ranking board. But anyway, let me tell you about the basic guide of Abyss Rose Asylum. So as you can see, there is the boss, but you can't know about each skill description. But anyway, yeah, attack defense HP, that's pretty high. So in the Abyss Road Asylum, let me tell you about the dealer. Yeah. Usually we using these dealers, Fire Phoenix or damage based on enemies harmful effect. Yeah. But in here, you cannot use those type of dealers. Let me show you.
사용할 수 없습니다.
As you can see, every time Fire Phoenix apply her second skill, she getting Abyss debuff. So that's the reason we cannot use Fire Phoenix. And also, as I said, damage based on the enemy's harmful effect, also you cannot use it. As you can see, she also keep having Abyss debuff. That's why you cannot using those monsters. So dealer, you can't use ignore target's damage mitigation effect, and you can't use the dealer about the damage based on target's harmful effect. The first, defense penetration dealer. So Fire Polar Queen is the one of the best dealer in this Mystic raid. Apply damage taken off and defense penetration if the target is a boss, and ultimate super looking damage. And Water Gauri, he looks like a more sub dealer, yeah. Apply critical damage taken off and defense penetration damage. But honestly, the deal amount is Brandia is the god, yeah. And other dealer, except defense penetration dealer, DOT, and the famous DOT dealer is the Fire Pumpkin. Fire Pumpkin can apply burn and explode it itself, so it is very good with the Fire Orbia especially. And be careful, Wind Orbia, first skill, damage based on target's harmful effect. So anyway, DOT dealer is also a good choice, and Fire Pumpkin, he have explode, so he is very famous. Except him, some users also using bomb monster, yeah, like a Dark Joker or Water Joker, anyway. And Frostbite, honestly, I think nobody using him because nobody raised him yet. But anyway, he also can apply Frostbite and explode it himself. And of course, maybe you can think using just Magical Archer. There is no penalty to using Magical Archer, but sadly damage is not enough. We already tested, so anyway, I recommend to using main dealer for who have defense penetration or DOT. Yeah, done. And supporter is also important. Conclusion, you cannot using Eleanor or other monster who have increases ultimate gauge. Decreases kill cooldown, that's okay, but increases ultimate gauge, that is the problem. Let me show you. Ooh. As you can see, when you're using that, she using super ultra wide area ultimate gauge increases not work, and also she using additional skill, so that's why we cannot using Light Queen. Decreases skill cooldown but doesn't have increases ultimate gauge. That is okay. That's why lots of users using Theon for the supporters. Yeah. The very important monster, Water Hog. It can apply critical rate down, movement speed down, but this is not important. This is very important. Critical resist up, critical damage taken down, and movement speed up. Movement speed up. This is very important because you need to keep moving for avoid boss attack. And in that case, of course you have a dash, but dash is also very important. So movement speed up. This is essential, I think. And other supporter, of course, Hwae is also very good. And also, Darkfire Captain is one of the good choice because it also doesn't have increases ultimate gauge. But for healing and revive, I recommend Theon, yep. And also Water Inferno decreases the skill cooldown of team members. If you think about decreases skill cooldown, you can use those three monsters, yeah. But Theon, yeah, I recommend him. So I already review about which monster is good in mid raid, so let's explain about the pattern. So as you can see, my party member was 3 Orvia, but I recommend put 1 Kina, yeah, because Kina is a healer, so it was very useful in many times. But anyway, so start, just change. So the first pattern is the floor. Each floor just keep approaching to you. Doom, 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 doom. Of course, damage is pretty hurt, and also if you're getting hit, your ultimate gauge is decreased. That is very annoying, especially when second page, so avoid that, yeah. And one of the boss pattern is the cross. She summoned a big cross in the sky and drop down. Doom, just avoid that, that's easy. And she using single razor. That's pretty hard to avoid, so just getting hit, that's okay, yeah. And jump. This is also very easy to avoid. Doom. And she summoned lots of squares around her, and in here, she keeps summon the purple lightning. So just play around in here and focus to avoid the purple lightning. It explodes and wide area damage, yeah. So this is the important thing. She using single laser, yeah, very quickly. But when she holding her both hand, and if she has some delay, that means three-way razor. Holding her both hand and having some delay. That is very hard. You must avoid that. Yeah. If you in the middle, you die. And when you deal lots of damage, the first page is start. One of your team member have a light razor, yeah. It means super wide area strong meteor will drop by him, yeah. That is the warning. And you can see the invincibility square field, yeah. The guy who is the targeted by the meteor need to get the invincibility and go to the edge of the map. As you can see, the meteor attack range is super wide, so the target need to go to the edge. As you can see, he's in there, and of course he get the invincibility so he can survive. And after first phase, there is nothing too special, I think. And also, if you deal lots of damage, second page is start. We calling that juggling blood, yeah. So like first page, she summoned the invincibility floor, and someone get the invincibility. Then he need to erase those monsters, those minions. If those minions getting close with your teammates, then it deal lots of damage and also apply fear. That's very annoying. And in the second phase, the boss using shield like a Naraka, so avoid these minions and you should deal lots of damage to destroy this shield. So in this time, I'm the eraser, yep, so I getting invincibility and run away to erase all those monsters. And this is why movement speed up is essential, but I don't have buff this time. But that's okay. I erase all, then our teammates, two dealer, need to go in here because this is the clean area. Yeah, they moving. And I also keep erase and using ultimate. You must keep your ultimate because you need to deal lots of damage, as you can see. So keep your ultimate until she using shield, and when she using shield, using ultimate. And after there is no shield pattern again, so after if you can using ultimate, just using it. So after second phase, there is a new pattern added. So after second phase, yeah, she using new skill. This is it. She summons some lots of squares, and that square's color is blue or purple. And blue means she using wide area skill around her, and purple means she using wide area skill exclude around her. And this time purple, so exclude around her, she using wide area skill. So need to get close. She keep pushing you, so using dash in this time. And when you playing Myth Raid, there is the Celestial Blessing. Yeah, if you're getting this, Abyss debuff of your all team member is gone, cleansing. That's all. Yeah. Maybe you can think, I'm gonna eat that when I dangerous, but when time is past, it's gone. So get that if you can. So when you deal lots of damage, she disappear, and third phase is begin. The third phase means find me. So she disappear. You need to find the three boss. Which color is blue or purple? So as you can see, one is the blue and one is the purple. And there was a blue boss. So purple is only one. Then go to the purple. Going to the only one color. Then you can survive. You can know which one by looking at orb. When she goes to the middle and raise her orb, she will show the first and second color. So when she starts third phase, her orb was blue or purple, but this time purple and turning to blue, as you can see. So the correct answer is the purple and blue. Answer was purple, and second answer was blue. Oh, thank you, I didn't know that. And as I said, after third pattern, if you deal lots of damage, she using Meteor once again. But Meteor is very easy. This time, me. So, getting invincibility and going to the edge. Easy. And also, as I said, single laser, the casting speed is so fast. Single laser, but this time, the triple laser, just to see, she holding her both hand and having some delay. You can see the difference? This is the single laser immediately, but triple laser having some time. Anyway, if you deal lots of damage, then she turning to final phase. In the final phase, you cannot using your monsters and your summoner can't using skill. Just like a mini game, yeah. New area. As you can see, Radiant Spear is dropped and you must get the spear as fast as you can. So, Radiant Spear always spawn her faces. Okay, so here, in this time, he is more close, so he immediately going to get the spear. And yeah, the map going to narrow, so you need to kill her as fast as you can or you die. So she have a 20 time spare shield. Yeah, just a spare shield. If you're getting the spear,
대시고. 점프.
your basic attack is changed. So if you press your basic attack key, then you charging your spear.
준비.
But this is the important thing. Your survive is much more important than attack, and in here, boss keep summon the spear. If the area getting the one spot, you need to jump.
점프.
Jump, boom. Again, jump.
점프.
Again, jump.
점프.
If you avoid that spear, then okay. Time to attack.
레이저죠. 텔러님.
Again. Charging. Full charging. Bing. Full charging, then you can know the light is maximized. And in the time, throw the spear. Spear is always going to direction which you see. So jump,
점프 점프예요.
jump, jump. Oh, she died. Jump,
점프.
charging,
장전.
and see her
레이저 나구나.
and throw. Kill her as fast as you can. Boom,
장판 옵니다.
boom.
나이스.
Done. And if you first try, of course you can feel Focus, how can I clear this? But if you practice, at least it's not impossible. Yeah, so. Or if you feel hard, just wait 1 week. Yeah. Every week, she getting nerf or we have some additional buff. So it must be going to be more easy. So if you feel hard and if you feel that is impossible fucking Comtus, then just wait and take a long look. Anyway, I hope this video helped you guys and take a long look. Bye.